Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be showing you how to win games online in FIFA 11. I did this already, but this is a more updated version. Now what you're going to see is I'm going to play two games. I'm going to play the first game the stupid way that most FIFA players play, and then I'm going to play the second way the way you should be playing. Now here are a few things that you should not be doing. Playing stupid long balls, pushing up your defenders, trying to force your way through the midfield, and passing the ball off goal kicks. Now I'm going to show you a few examples of each of these, and then I'm going to show you the match statistics and everything, and then I'm going to play the right way and do the same thing. So first here we're going to talk about pushing up defenders. It's probably the stupidest thing you could do because you're going to give up a lot of goals. Now just watch a few of these clips. You can see when you push up defenders you leave huge gaps and you leave it very easy for a person to give and go. They can burn you so easily. This guy obviously couldn't score here early, but eventually he would end up finding the back of the net a bunch of times. Now I'm going to break down the next clip for you and show you how you leave everything wide open when you push up your defenders. So here we go, another clip. As you can see right here, when I start to push this guy up, it leaves that huge space in the back where that other guy that just passed the ball can burst his way forward, which is leaving the whole middle of the field wide open. Or he can also pass to the guy bursting down the wing because nobody's going to catch him because all my guys are out of position because I pushed everyone up to the man with the ball.
They couldn't stop him, and he's away. He's had a good spot on, scored a goal here.
And again, the same thing occurs here. I push up one guy, he has another guy wide open, he plays the ball through to him, and yet scores another goal. Now this clip's an example of pushing through. I'll show it twice, that way I have time to talk, but it's pretty self-explanatory, so I don't need to. If you try and force your way through, you're not going to get anywhere because they're going to stop you most of the time, so it's better to go back, which I'll explain in the next part where I do the good things. Another thing that's pretty self-explanatory is not passing the ball off goal kicks or anything like that, because a lot of times you blow games off that. If someone intercepts it, it's just stupid. Never do it, just kick the ball out. Now these clips are an example of stupid long balls. When people online just try and slam the ball down the field with a long through ball and pray that it goes somewhere, it's one of the stupidest plays you can do. It turns over possession, and the less possession you have, the less chance you have of scoring. So obviously it's very stupid in that sense, and it very, very rarely ends up in the back of the other team's net. It's very stupid. As you can see these examples, very, very few chances. The defenders just get the ball. It's kind of just like turning the ball over. I love when people do this against me because it's pretty much like getting the ball back after you lose it. I didn't play the full game. I only played up to halftime. And this is a look at the halftime match facts. I stopped after halftime. They were taking me to possession. I had a couple shots and a couple shots on target from just those long balls. But as you can see, they have significantly more time. They took their chances. Obviously, the chances that I had were very few and far between, and they weren't very glorious compared to theirs. And I barely had the ball. And now we're going to go on to show you the right way to do things. So surprisingly, to win, there are only two things you really need. You need to have the right positioning and pass to the open man. Positioning prevents the other team from getting chances, and passing to the open man cuts down on your giveaways, so you won't have to be defending as much, and it gives you more possession, which means more odds that you're going to score, less odds that they're going to score. Your goal going in should be to keep a clean sheet, because if you don't give up a goal, you can't lose. And I guarantee you're going to score at least one because your opponent isn't going to be going for a shutout. He's just going to be playing to score. Now here's an example of covering the man and positioning. Now you see here, I could have pulled up and went to the man with the ball, which would be the wrong thing to do, because if I would have pulled up towards him, he would have led the other guy up and he would have had a sure breakaway. But instead of pulling Zlatan towards him, I go following him because I know what he's thinking. Obviously, he can't shoot from there. The only other pass is the guy that's right on the bottom of the screen, and if he passes to him, Abate has him covered. So the only guy that's really posing any of a threat to my goal is that one guy in the middle. So instead of pushing up on the carrier of the ball, I just stay with him and intercept the ball easily. And that was positioning. And now the last part here is passing to the open man. Instead of trying to jam the ball through the midfield, pass to whoever's open. It'll keep the ball on your team's foot. It'll be less chance the other team has of scoring. And it's also better for you because you're actually going to create something instead of just turning the ball over. Now I can already tell a lot of you people are going to be hating on this tactic, but it works. If you watch the real sport of football, this happens every game. Teams pass the ball around and try and make a chance. I'm not going to just pass the ball to a guy if he's not open. I'm keeping the ball, trying to work my way into his box, and if I can't get the ball to a guy, I start over again. And you just keep going through that process until you get goals. I know a lot of you guys are going to hate on it, but that's the way it is. You'll say you're ruining the game. Well, I'm not ruining the game. This is the way the actual game is played. So what's wrong with playing a tactic like this? If you have a problem with it, then that's your problem. But this is a very good tactic. It's not cheesy. You'll say I'm trying to kill time, but actually I'm just trying to pass the ball to the man that's open. If they have all my attackers covered, I'm going to pass to a defender. And if that doesn't make sense to you, then you're an idiot. And now that I got that out of the way, I'm just going to show you the rest of these clips. I'm not going to show any more positioning because I could show that the whole game, because positioning is a whole part of not giving up goals, and that's a quick way to get possession back. And I'm just going to show you the rest of these clips and the goals that I scored in this game from making smart passes, not forcing my way through, and doing all the right things. And then after these clips, we're going to analyze the final match facts.
This is how it is at the moment, as far as possession is concerned. Luca Antonini. Sano has the ball. Boateng. Abate. Oh! And it's in for the goal! One. Intercepted the play, saw the pass coming. Luca Antonini. Boateng. Got in quickly, and it's just rolled away. Loose ball here. Pato. That's a decent. They scored.
So here are the final match facts. As you can see, I had possession pretty much the whole game. He was very rarely on the ball. He had quite a big number of shots there for only having 37% possession. But a lot of his shots were from crappy angles, and I kept him at bay pretty much the whole game. And if you notice, my shots weren't very high either, because I just don't shoot for the sake of shooting. I wait for the perfect opportunity to shoot, because if you just take a stupid shot from a weird angle, you're pretty much just going to turn the ball over, which is one of the things I don't like doing. Okay guys, so thanks for watching. You could subscribe, whatever, leave your hate in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.